Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Love Our Life. Today, I am here for a mission to recapture some magic here at Walt Disney World. Now, the last Walt Disney World video I made was sort of negative. Mixed reviews on that video. Some people saying I'm being too harsh. Some people saying I'm not being harsh enough. But I thought today I would come back here and see what's going on. Now, today is the start of Passholder VIP days here at Walt Disney World, which goes all the way into July 31st, I believe. I could be incorrect about that, but I think it goes that long. Anyway, there is a new Passholder lounge that's going to be happening. There's a new magnet that we need to pick up today. And so while we're here, we're just going to try to capture the magic. We're going to walk around, see how we feel. Already, today's experience has already been better. Kind people in the parking lot. So we will see. But anyway, let's get going. So come on and join me. Make no mistake about it. This is my favorite Disney World park. And today we're going to try to capture some magic today just to see how we feel. So we are going to start out our day by trying to get the new Passholder magnet, which I think would be probably the longest wait we have today. Now, are we going to try to ride anything? Doubtful today. But I do want to come out here and just kind of catch the vibes of everything, you know? Like, we have a new major theme park opening next week. And I just felt like maybe I should give things another chance. Maybe I should try to be a little more kind today than I was last time. So we will see. But I think we have to go to Creation Shop first and stop there for the magnet. So today is only supposed to be 87 degrees out, but man, it already feels like a total scorcher right now. I can't imagine what next week's gonna feel like when it gets up into the hundreds almost. All right, over here at Creations is where the magnet distribution is at. And the line looks long, but usually these lines run pretty quickly. All right, here it is, the brand new Passholder magnet. It's Maleficent. This is pretty cool. I like this a lot. This might be one of my favorites in a really long time. I really like it a lot. I think it's neat that they're doing this because we do have the new villain show that's coming next month. Well, actually this month, in about 2 weeks' time. On the 27th, there's a villain show premiering at Hollywood Studios and the new Mermaid show as well. But that's pretty cool. I like this a lot. Definitely going to take it home. Angie will have to come back and get hers later when she's with me. But yeah, pretty awesome. Okay, so now it is time to head towards the Passholder Lounge, which I believe is all the way back in Morocco and World Showcase. So we ain't playing around today. We're just going to try to get there and not waste time talking about other things. If I see stuff along the way, then I will talk about it. But let's get over here to the Passholder Lounge. And yes, Flower and Garden is still going on. It goes on for another month or so. I still love this. This is like visually my favorite festival. Festival of the Arts is my favorite, but this was visually my favorite festival. Even the water beds or the flower beds in the water. Pretty amazing. One thing to note here at the refreshment port is they actually do give away cups of water during the summer and during springtime because it usually gets pretty hot out here. So keep that in mind. I don't care who you are, you definitely have to stay hydrated out here. You know, they give you a small cup of water. Yeah, it's small, but hey, it's something, right? Also, I feel like Disney has the best ice. Just saying. Made it further into World Showcase. Here's France here. One of the France booths open here for drinks. We're going to keep walking towards Morocco because I'm not 100% of where that is where the Passholder Lounge is, but that's what I think I remember reading. But I'm not sure. Now, a Passholder Lounge here at Walt Disney World is going to work a little different than it would anywhere else because there's so many pass holders. There's a ton. So last year when they did it, you had to put your name in and come back for like a reservation kind of thing. I'm assuming it's going to be the same way again today, but we shall see here in just a couple of minutes when we get up here. So this is where it was at last year back here in Morocco, and they had like this whole thing set up, but they were doing some construction back here last year, I think. So they're not doing that now, but there are no signs out, which could be a good thing because everyone sees it and wants to go, you know? But let's walk back here and see. It is so cool back here, though. It's like you step into a different world. Okay, yep. This is it this year. There is no big thing. I don't know if there's a line or what's going on here. We'll find out when we get in. All right, we are in. This looks exactly the same as it did last year. Pretty much. I mean, it's the theme of the restaurant in here, so obviously it's going to look like it. There's a photo up over here, but no characters out yet. And do have a table over here where you can get some water and some chips and everything. And then over here, just more seating throughout here. Like I said, here's the photo up over here. No characters yet. They also gave me a button, which I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, it's a bit crowded in here. I don't see one seat available yet, but that's okay. We're going to keep moving, keep going. But this is nice little area here. So they gave us this treat for you, 100 calories nut-free mix. It's all like different pieces of fruit in here, which I'm all about. 100 calories, not bad. It's just a second ago I heard a family say, I was thinking they were going to do more. No, they're not. They're not going to do anything past what they have to do. Ooh, is this like a little... Ooh. There's a lot of like back ways through here that I've never really sought out and discovered. I don't know if I want to sit right here in the scorching sun. Let's try to find some shade and talk about that. So here is the button that they gave us, Walt Disney World annual pass holder. This is pretty nice. It's a lot bigger than last year's. It was way smaller than that. But yeah, I mean, I like little trinkets like this to keep and keepsakes and stuff like that. So I'm happy with this. So two things. Number one, expecting more from the pass holder lounge. I get it. They probably should have done more. But also, this company is so huge. There's so many pass holders. It's really hard to like satisfy everyone. Now, they do have character meet and greets, like exclusive characters that you won't see out here all the time and stuff like that. Like, that's cool. We didn't get to see any of those today. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not out here to meet characters. I'm out here just to kind of take in the vibes or whatever. Should they do more? Maybe so. Are they going to do more? No. They can't, because there's just so much. I mean, there's a few things they could do differently, obviously, and that goes for everyone. But, like, I don't know. And then, secondly, I wanted to talk about, like, my feelings versus today, how I felt last week, and starting to get a little crowded, so we'll move over to maybe UK real quick. I feel like this section doesn't get as much love as it should. I mean, this is amazing. It feels like you're in Old Town London. Not that I've ever been there, but what I would imagine that would feel like back in the old days, walking around. I love it, though. Like this, like fancy goods, lords and ladies shop, which has a bunch of fancy goods in there and stuff. So it is definitely really crowded here today. Imagine that being crowded at Disney World. Because usually I come back here and there's like no one sitting back here, but almost every bench is taken up. So we'll have our discussions somewhere else. Made it over here to Communicore Hall. It looks like they are changing out the menu in here. So Communicore Hall is not open today. No big deal, really, because I wasn't really sure what was in there anyway. When we went in there before, I wasn't like super impressed by it or anything. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what's going to be in the Florida Fresh menu. So right now it's Farmer's Feast. That's what we had before, I think. I'm not overly sure, but who knows? These umbrellas do look nice to sit under, don't they? Huh. I don't know, though. It looks like a little too hot out here for that. So I am not seeing any exclusive Passholder photo ops today, like they've had in the past. Yeah, I definitely don't see any. I've walked around the entire park just about and don't see any of them. Still, the music of this park still gets me in the feels every time. I mean, every time I hear it, just changes like how I feel towards things. It's majestic music, right? So I wanted to address some comments that we received in the last video and our TikTok feed. And basically, you know, we got some feedback saying that we're doing nothing but trashing Disney World, and that is not the case. Because I make one video that's negative towards my experience that day does not mean I'm trashing on it or I hate this place. Also, I wanted to address the fact that just because I've been to Universal and Epic Universe so much does not mean I'm a Universal shill, and does not mean I am being paid by Universal. That is one of the craziest and most outlandish comments I have ever received in my entire life. We are not being paid by Universal to go to the parks. It's not happening. We are not being paid or told to be saying anything. What we say is our opinion and what we feel. If we feel that we are going to be negative, then we're going to be negative. If we feel like what we see is positive, then we're going to be very positive. It's just how it is. So first of all, yes, we are not being paid by any theme park, Universal, Disney World, SeaWorld, whatever. I mean, we're not even at the level to where I would even be considered like that a huge organization would ever give us any money for anything. But even at any point, we would never take any money from any organization, nor will they offer it. Because us as vloggers, that's free promotion for these theme parks. Kind of think about it. And we were not given any scripts by any theme parks of what to say and how to promote something. We are not given any scripts whatsoever. And if we were, I wouldn't stick to it. I like doing my own thing. I like writing my own scripts out. If I script a video, which is very rare. I don't like doing it. And so I just wanted to address that first, because that's the craziest, most outlandish comment I've ever seen. And I'm sure they'll continue. But coming back here today, I wanted to come here for the Passholder days. I wanted to see how I felt. I wanted to see how they were doing things, and they're doing things exactly the way I expected them to. This is the classic way Disney does things. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. You know, my experience last time, maybe I was a little emotional because of what happened between me and a gentleman. And maybe I was in a little bit of a bad mood because of the rain. But it had nothing to do with anything else other than how the people were acting. That was how it was crazy. And I think like my issue is like that Disney just lets it go on. They allow for the scalpers to come out, the resellers, the people that leave with 10 popcorn buckets. Even though they limit it to 2, I understand. But people that come out like that, that's what's ruining the Disney experience. And so when I say Disney adults, that's what I'm talking about. Not every Disney adult. That's not fair. And I should have been more clear in my title. That's definitely not fair to attack every Disney adult. Because I'm one too. I mean, I come here. I enjoy this park. I love this park, actually. So it's not really fair. So maybe I misspoke in some ways. And I'm always the person that if I'm wrong, I'm going to admit that I'm wrong. And maybe I could have worded things a little bit differently and been a little nicer. But it still doesn't take away from the fact of how I felt at the time. But I will say this, that at the time of that video, I said, I think I'm done with Disney World for a while, and I am not done with Disney World. I mean, it's 10 days later and I'm back. It is what it is. So I just wanted a follow-up video for that, because we're going to go, continue to go. We're planning on going to Mickey's Not So Scary this year. We're planning on doing some other things too this year. But, I just felt like I needed to address what we said in the last video, because I can't have us going into this next season of the channel with everyone thinking we hate Walt Disney World. That is not the case whatsoever. We still love it. There's things they definitely need to change, things they definitely need to get right, that they're losing at right now. But do I think this place is going anywhere? No, heck no, not anywhere anytime soon. But yeah, I just wanted to address that really quickly. Actually, it's been longer than really quickly, and just tell you how I felt. I feel like we always have to be open and honest on this channel, and I will be open and honest about everything. To an extent, I will tell you everything, and of course in our own personal lives, that's one thing. But how we're feeling about theme parks, that's a completely different thing. So to the people that are commenting those things, like whatever, I just had to address them, because so outlandish, so crazy, people changing their profile pictures to my wife's picture, like, it's insane, it's immature, it's childish. Tried to get a rise out of me and it failed, obviously. I mean, I'm talking about it, but like, it's insane, it's crazy. And we know that the bigger the channel gets, the more things like this we're going to get. Like, ever since we've crossed the threshold of 10,000, we've had a lot more negative comments than usual. And it's going to happen. I mean, people making fun of my appearance, people making fun of just the way I talk or the way I present the videos, calling me a universal shill, calling me a Disney adult, whatever. It's whatever. These things are going to happen. And I'm just, throwing it right off my shoulder, just letting you know that it is what it is. Calling me fat doesn't bother me anymore, because you were not there when I lost 180 pounds. So, I mean, it is what it is. Making fun of my physical appearance, I mean, whatever. It comes with the territory. I have so many vlogging friends that have, pretty big channels, and talked to them and where they were at our point, and they've kind of prepared me for the journey ahead. So it's good to have those friends. It's good to talk to them about it. And one thing that I've learned is just to roll with it. So anyway, getting off topic here. But yeah, we love this park. We love Disney World. We'll continue to come out here, and I'm really looking forward to the summer of what we have planned at Disney World for the summer. It's going to be a lot of fun. So does anyone know if it's true if they're not giving free waters away from Connections Cafe anymore? Or like Starbucks in general? I'd heard that, but I don't know how true that is. Let's step back into Creations for just a moment and see if there's anything we've missed merch-wise in here. So I guess this is like a newish Figment Loungefly. This one looks like, almost has like a sun-faded look to it. Remember they had the other one that was darker, which is back there. I'll show you that in a minute. This one looks like more of a sun-faded look. I do like it though. It's pretty cool. It's $89.99. And here is that Loungefly that I was talking about. You can see it's a darker purple color here. I like this shirt here. Walt Disney World with the sorcerer cap on it. Nothing on the back. I like that though. It's plain and simple. All right, I'm not seeing a ton of new stuff here. I think we're kind of in that lull season where things are not like exactly new. It's about to hop into the summer collection and everything. But like these have been here for a little while now. This Sorcerer Mickey stuff has been here for a while, even though we didn't cover it at the beginning. That stuff's all been here. These shirts. So I think we're about to get into that summer season really soon where everything's going to switch over. Sorcerer Mickey tumbler. That's pretty cool. I don't think I have any use for it, but that is pretty amazing. I think it lights up. Does it light up? There we go. We can see them light up a little bit blue there. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, and they have the Starbucks cup too. That's cool. Now that might be something I need to take home. Might want to wait till it's discounted though, but I like that. Well, unfortunately for me, I have to leave today. Gotta get to work today, but yeah, I had fun today. Actually had a lot of fun today, walking around and taking in the sights. It's good to know I can still have fun when coming here. As I mentioned earlier, it's like really busy here today. So they've got me parked in like Crush, I think it's 413. It's like way at the back. But this is how I got my exercise in, and this is how I started to lose weight, was by doing the walk instead of hopping on a tram, which is a lot faster anyway than hopping on a tram, because you can see the tram just took off and went that way. Now in my last video I complained that the tram didn't stop for me in the rain, but that was a completely different situation. It wouldn't be an Epcot vlog without having the monorail go by. Would it not? It looks like it's going fairly slow today. There you go, it's picking up speed now. Monorail gold. I kind of miss it having the 50th anniversary wrap on it, you know? It was really cool when it had that, but can't always get what we want now. It just seems plain without it, right? I don't know. Maybe all monorails should have a wrap on them. That might make it interesting. I'm sure someone would complain about that though. Man, I realize that I am all the way at the back of the parking lot, because there's the turn right here where you come into the parking lot. Wow. I am all the way back here. I hope I'm right. I mean, I did take a picture. I see my car already. Yeah. I'm all the way at the end of the universe right now. Final thoughts time, as I've been walking around and trying to think about how I'm going to conclude this video, what I'm going to talk about. And I've come to the conclusion that maybe it's Hollywood studios that I don't like anymore. Because here today, there's nothing but pleasant, kind people, pleasant cast members. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen here. Everybody was nice, kind, pleasant. There was no one being rude. It was a fun time. And I think maybe, just maybe, that Hollywood Studios doesn't really have my love anymore. Maybe that's what it is. I do know the last few times I've been there, it's just been kind of like, ugh. I mean, there's a few rides that I really like out there. And of course, Star Wars. But it's like one of those parks that there's so many people and it's not that big of a park. Like, it's probably the smallest park. I think it is the smallest park. And there's so many people in that park and everyone coming for Star Wars and everything. And this wasn't just May the 4th. So maybe that's my issue. But anyway, regardless of what the issue might be, I find today that I found a little more joy, a little more magic back today. Just coming here and enjoying my favorite part, which is what I should have done from the beginning, right? I should have come here. Now, Magic Kingdom, it's a tough one for me because I love inside of it, but I hate getting into there and everything else. So maybe that's what it is today. I don't know. But I feel joy, I feel hope, and that's what you want to feel when you come back to the parks, is you want to feel that joy, you want to feel hope when you're here. You know, like everything else can go away once you walk through that front door or front gate at a park. And I'm glad that I felt that today. I'm glad that I felt liking being back at Disney World. I wish I had more time today. I got started really late today, and I wish I had more time, but so I could ride some stuff, because I need to come back and ride Guardians of the Galaxy. Kind of do a comparison. I still feel like it's in my top 3 coasters in Florida or in Orlando. That's crazy, right? But that's what I feel. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you understand some of the things that I was talking about. But sometimes I just like having these vlogs where I just talk about things, you know? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button and the notification bell so you know when our next video is coming out, because we're going to do tons of Disney stuff this summer. We're going to have a really, really good time. Anyway, love you guys. Remember, the road goes ever on. I will see you in the parks.